Hi everyone, welcome to the penultimate picture on this page. This is from Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds, and we are doing this rather beautiful looking flower today. Well, I hope it will be when it's done. Look at that. I think it's really lovely. Looks like some sort of big daisy. I love daisies. Now I am going to grab, let me see, I think I'm going to do, I'm not sure if I've used this colour or not. I think I'm going to use this one. This is the Purple Deep. We're going to start our petals with Purple Deep. We're going to do them a little bit differently to how we've done petals so far on this page, just to give you a different idea. So we are going to start in the centre and fade like that all the way around our centre part. But I'm going to do something else with this colour as well. So moving all the way around. And then, keep it a bit smaller. These are smaller on this side, so keep the area a bit smaller. Didn't notice on that one, but you'll be okay. I'll make it work, and therefore so will you. So there is our last one, and what we are going to do is go from the bottom as well, like that. It's not rocket science. Now this here, sometimes people will see that as a dip in the leaf and just colour their dark area in there, and I think that looks really pretty, but I'm not doing that today, as you can see. Sometimes I try it and it looks really nice, and sometimes I try it and I mess it up, so it's not always easy. But I do like having a go at times like that. Now remember, getting smaller up here. That's it, and then we can get a bit bigger again on this bit. And then work round to the bottom. Then, as you may have guessed, there's going to be another colour. Right. What was the other colour I was going to use? It was the alizarin crimson. That's what it was. Here it is. Hang on a minute. Sorry, I had to answer a message online, so I hope it hasn't disrupted my flow. This is alizarin crimson, and I'm going to go over what I've done and just bring the colour down gently like that, and the same here. Now it's up to you here. You can leave a white gap. I wouldn't leave one this big, but I'm just talking you through. You can take them together. You can put another colour on as well. I'm going to put another colour on as well, so I'm going to leave a gap big enough to add another colour. But as I say, you can leave a gap, and it's good to plan at this point whether you're leaving a gap or not, because you need to think about how big a gap to leave. If you're only doing two colours, then you might want to bring them quite close together. But we're going to be doing three. I'm going to have to reduce how much I'm doing as I go around here. And then these ones at the top are really quite small, so I'm leaving a very little gap. I am trying to put a little more on towards the tip and the base compared to the centre. You can see what happens if you just leave a little white gap. It looks like that. We probably will leave a little white gap, but as I say, it's going to be another colour in here before we get to that point. Now you notice I'm doing a sort of lines rather than just scumbling or any other sort of colouring technique. I find it works quite well for petals because it makes them look quite silky somehow. Oh, my ear has just popped. I feel like I've gone dead. It's most strange. Right, I am choosing my next colour. I am going to use the azalea pink. We may have used this already, I can't remember. But go over the top. To see, I'm leaving a fainter area but not a white bit, can you see? Like that. So I'm bringing it together a little bit, leaving a little space. It gives quite a good effect. I've done this on video a few times before, but I think it's oh, my son's just messaged me. Hang on. Right, sorry, it's too distracting if I've got a message to answer. I wouldn't normally just be playing around on my tablet while I'm trying to concentrate on recording for you, but when it's my boy, it's different. If it's anybody else, they can wait, I'm afraid, but kids come first. I'm not sure if he might be on his lesson break or something, but he was having a ponder, and I think he just wanted to reply. He's getting a new bit of a game. I'm not sure if it's a mod or a new edition or something, and he was waiting to play the game until he got it, but he said he thinks he might play it. I think he's feeling a bit off at the moment, and I don't know if it's because he's not playing his game that he likes a lot, you know. I think when he gets bored he feels a bit off, you know. So I said, yeah, he can, you know, he can have a go at it. So it's it was a self restriction. He restricted himself. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say. But so I think if it makes him feel better, then it's a good thing if he just has a go at it. He says he's not going to do the bit that I got him for Christmas for him, me and his dad. Do you see, we get this sort of effect that looks like the flower is dipped in at the middle and the tips are turned down and this bit is catching the light and all shiny. It's quite a fun thing to do. Now the centre of the flower I'm going to do in a mixture of colours. I'm just finding what I want first. Yes, the yellow ochre. Here he is. So this is going to be the bottom. I said I'd tell him off if he played the one he's getting for Christmas. He said, I literally can't, I haven't bought it yet. Because he'd bought a few that he bought a few that he were on sale, but he said this one won't ever go on sale, so he hadn't bought it. I'd forgotten. Right, cadmium yellow goes nicely with this. There we go. Cadmium yellow. And what I'm going to do is just go over the top of what I've done. You see I'm using a round and round movement. It just helps to blend it, and it gives a sort of rough texture sometimes, which I quite like for a flower centre. And right at the top I want something really vibrant, so I think I just go for the lemon yellow. We've used this a fair bit here. It's a lovely bright colour. There we go. And then we have our stem. Now it's always so difficult to know what colours to do. I think we might go the Castle Green Light. I haven't used this colour yet at all, so I'm going to use it. I'm just going to put it all over and in a light layer, not too dark. See what it looks like. Now we've got these little sections. I don't think I'm going to ignore them, but I'm just, as I say, putting down this sort of base coat. I've got a dirty smudge there which I'm going to try and erase, and then I'll have a think about what to do. Right, I'm going to sharpen my castle green light. I am going to have a look at it on the swatch chart and see whether, yeah, I can make it darker. So I'm going to make it a little bit darker here and then down the edges of the stem. It's crumbling a bit. They always do these like that. Oops, my eraser's catching under my sleeve. Now with these sections I'm thinking maybe I'll go a bit darker on the bottom and lighter to the top of each one. So I'm not really separating off each section, but if I do them one by one, it just makes it a little bit easier for me, to be honest. And then just move all around. And then the same here, it's quite simple. I don't know if I've done a dark enough bit there though. Once I brush it off I'll be able to see what I've been doing. The little bits obscure the view just a tad. There we go. I feel it's a little bit plain in the base. If you like it, by all means just leave it. But I'm just thinking, do I want to put a little bit more in there? I went yes. So I'm going to grab the chrome green, which I think is this one. I'm wrong. There it is, the chrome green. And I'm just going to put a few darker touches in. I need to sharpen it, I think. So what I'm going to do is on the underside of the base, sorry, not the underside. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just put a little bit on the bottom here just to darken it a little bit more. I am now just treating it as one whole piece. It's a little bit easier. And then pop some in here. I'm going to put a bit down the edges. Like that. Oh, should brush it really. There we go. There is our next flower. Another one, I think that's the most conventional one on the whole page, to be honest. And I've rather enjoyed it. So there it is. And yeah, it didn't take too long, did it? But I think it is rather pretty. So we've got one left and I've got to scratch my head and work out what combination of colours I haven't yet used. I should do that before I switch on, or else I shall be fumbling around during the video, which won't be good. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and please do come and watch the last one tomorrow. I appreciate you watching the series so far. And yes, hope you have fun, enjoy your day, and happy colouring.